Alright, episode 4 of the B is for Brutal podcast. Let's get it going.
UFC 265.
Wow, was that a card?
It started off strong, and then they had a bunch of decisions. But decisions can be good sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. There was 4 knockouts, so that makes 18 total knockouts.
Well, one of them was a doctor stoppage. Doctor stoppage. One of them was a doctor stoppage. I guess that counts as a TKO.
Yeah, I count anything that's a TKO or
It counts as a
KO.
TKO because I guess the whole point
knockout.
is to get your opponent out of there, even if you break their arm.
Yep. Send them to the hospital. That's the drill. So yeah, that was a pretty good card. There's a lot in the news lately in the MMA community. Hasbulla, also known as Mini Khabib, has been called out.
Yeah, he got called out on the fight of the night.
By Fiziev.
Winner.
Yeah.
Rafael Fiziev.
There's a bit of an issue with the weight class, though.
Yeah, how much does Hasbulla weigh?
He's 35 pounds.
How tall is he?
He's 3 feet and 3 inches.
3'3". He weighs 35 pounds.
So I don't know if he...
I don't think he could cut that well, yeah.
I don't think they could... I don't know if
They have to be able to catch weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could not get near each other's weights, that's for sure. But it'd have to be some kind of exhibition, like... I don't know, is that how Blueface Baby fought that one guy?
Yeah,
An exhibition?
Yeah. But on the bright side, Hasbulla does have a fight coming up, so...
Yeah, he is fighting that other adult that looks like a child.
Yeah.
You just... I guess for the viewers that don't know, Hasbulla is... I think he's a Russian...
Yeah, he's also in Dagestan.
Or Dagestan or whatever. Yeah, he's a Dagestani dwarf. I don't know
yeah,
the proper...
miniature person.
Little person? Do they like little person? I don't know what they
yeah.
prefer to be called,
But he looks
he's
like
a
an old
Dagestani
man.
dwarf. No, he looks like a little kid.
Well, some of his faces make him look like an old man.
Yeah, he looks like a little kid though. He's like 20 and he's 3'3" tall. He looks like a little kid to me, but he's just an aged little kid.
So yeah, for a while I
Some
really
kind
thought
of
he may have been
disease.
Habib's son because they have like a very similar or the same last name.
They look like he looks like his dad's face. That's why.
Yeah, he does look like Habib's dad as well.
Yeah, I thought he was a little kid at first for a minute there, and then I was like, oh wait a minute. Upon further digging, like this is an adult.
You think he has a girlfriend maybe, or maybe there's other many
One
people?
girlfriend. He probably has all the girlfriends. You see his cars?
Yeah, but
He probably has lots of model girlfriends.
Yeah, but I don't think women can drive there, right? Though women can't.
No, they're not driving him around. He'll have his driver drive.
Him and his do you think they're mini girlfriends or like average girlfriends?
He probably has, I don't know, just tall models. That's what I picture him with, like runway models.
Do they have models in Dagestan? I feel like if you're Muslim, you can't be a model.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what because I guess some of the smack talk in his fight coming up between him and the other Dagestani dwarf is they were like, oh, you swore during Ramadan, and he's like, they're like accusing each other of swearing during Ramadan.
Religious crimes.
Yeah, it's a big deal to them over there to swear during Ramadan.
Yeah, I get it for sure. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. I want to dig a little deeper into that, you know.
I'll watch it. I love crazy fights like that.
That's your niche, like oddballs fighting. I feel like.
What?
Oddball people fighting, like you like the wheelchair fighter people.
What did you call them? Oddball people?
Yeah.
I don't know if you call people with disabilities oddball.
Well, even
I like to see
crackheads.
equal opportunity boxing and fighting is what I like to see. Equal opportunity fighting. I would get super into some equal opportunity fighting if they had these leagues. If they had some leagues that were more fleshed out, I'd get into that.
So, anybody listening, if you are thinking about starting a fight league of other people who need opportunities to fight,
Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity fight league, reach out to Grayson. He will happily.
I'll do the announcing I'd love to do the announcing.
Let's try out your announcing voice.
Out of the red corner, what would their nicknames be? Timmy the Iron Chair Johnson. Oh my god.
Mess headed.
No. Oh man, I don't know.
So UFC 265, let's talk about that. I feel like we kind of going down the rabbit hole a little bit.
Yeah, Ciryl Gane, he's very athletic.
Yeah, that's the man right there.
He's super athletic compared to a lot of these guys.
And he's got a very high fight IQ. I was really surprised. That was my first time watching him fight. And, you know, I had seen stuff about him and did a little research, but I was just waiting for Derrick because he's the American guy. He's like, he doesn't look like he exercises, and he was like ranked number 2. So I'm like, oh yeah, this guy is accomplishing very much by doing very little.
He works hard. He'd be offended if you heard you say that. He'd say he works hard.
Well, yeah, of course he works hard,
works
for
hard.
Sure. To get in the UFC, the top of the world.
His style always looks like that. And he saw a lot of people online.
I was really impressed with his leg kicks and the flying knee. I was really impressed. I mean, he moves around better than I can. So.
He hits very hard. He always kind of looks like he's losing until he just knocks somebody out cold most of the time. I think he won a decision against Ivanov, but I can't remember though how that went specifically. I think we watched that one at Buffalo Wild Wings. Can't remember exactly what card that was on though when he fought Ivanov. I think that was after he lost to JDS. Yeah, I love Derrick Lewis. He's very funny. Very entertaining. He's still young for heavyweight. 36, I think. 36 years young for heavyweight. That means you got like 4 or 5 more years.
Really? Okay, was DC on heavyweight?
What? Yeah, DC was heavyweight.
Yeah.
He fought too. It was like 41 or
41,
something.
okay.
40, 41, something.
Just trying to give it a little reference there.
Yeah, well, you can fight till you're older. Because they're a lot slower. So if you lose the speed, it doesn't matter as much at heavyweight compared to lightweight and things like that, where guys lose their speed and all of a sudden you're like, God, they look terrible now.
Yeah, Ciryl Gane seemed pretty fast.
Yeah,
you
he's
know how old he is?
30.
30, okay, so
30
he's
or
pretty
31,
young for them.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him fight Francis Ngannou for sure, because that guy's a
crazy
beast.
Yeah, they'll be the 2 more athletic guys going at it.
Yeah, so he's a champion right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 2 hard body boys going at it.
Yeah, he's super hard hitting. I don't know if you guys seen that Instagram challenge, but it's basically where Francis Ngannou's like standing in one place and he has like a teacup in his hand and it has like tea or coffee or whatever, but it doesn't even spill when people are like trying their hardest to like hit him and punch him at like a super fast pace.
How many people, is this something if you just find him, you're like, here, here's the teacup, we're doing the Instagram challenge?
I think it's like people that he knows. I think there may have been another fighter that was doing it and they're just going at him, punching him, and he's like not even reacting.
Yeah, he won't let me do it though.
I don't know, you may be able to DM him and check that out tonight.
I'll knock that teacup right out of his hand. He won't fight me. This is the fight he doesn't want over here. It'd be brutal.
Yeah, maybe we'll send him a DM and see what he says. I'll post a screenshot on the Instagram and.
I've been calling out Jake Paul.
Really? Okay.
That's who he's had to have known me at this point.
Why do you want to fight Jake Paul?
Because he knows how it'll go. Jake Paul, he knows that he doesn't want to lose his winning streak.
I see you rolling your sleeves up right now.
He doesn't want any of this because he knows he's gonna lose. And he doesn't want to pay me all that money just to go out there and get his ass whooped.
Okay, well, Grayson, give us a summary of your fighting career. Why don't you give us
0-0.
0-0, okay.
Undefeated. Alright, Jake Paul.
Do you have any fighting experience, like unprofessional? You know?
Nope.
No? Okay.
They told me it would be unfair for me to fight in a lot of these semi-divisional leagues or whatever.
Got it.
So I'm calling out Jake Paul.
All right, well,
and whatever the money I get, I'm definitely not gonna bet that I go down in the first round. I'm not gonna bet all of it on that. I would never do such a thing.
Interesting. Okay. Do you think you have any advantages over Jake?
Oh, all
All of them. Okay.
size, strength, speed, technique, willpower, heart, marketability.
Okay, well, if you're listening, please let's follow up with that. We'll tweet Jake Paul even. If you comment on Instagram or DM us, tell us who you want us to tweet or DM on Instagram, and we'll do it. How
We'll
about
call
that?
them all out.
Yeah, we'll call anybody else you want. I don't care. I'll even call Amanda Nunez. I don't care. Like, I've been in the gym. I think I went to the gym for the first time today, and I do admit I'm feeling pretty powerful. So
Yeah.
if you want me to call out anybody, I'll do it. Even Ronda Rousey, I'm not scared.
Yeah. They don't want the money. They know what the real
They don't
fight
want the
is.
business.
Yeah.
So, what are the other fights that you saw and that were pretty good? I got a couple that I liked.
I mean, from earlier in the night, I guess, do you want to go in order or from the main event first? Or?
Whatever sticks into your brain that was just so good, and you're like...
Well, there was a good flying knee knockout that stuck out. And, yeah, that was probably the best one, the flying knee knockout. Manuel, I think he said Cop. Manuel Cop. It's spelled Cape.
Cape. Oh, yeah,
But
I
I
did
think
see
it's
that
pronounced
one. Okay.
Cop. A lot of the people say it differently.
You gotta give
he
it a
had
Google.
Sweet flying knee knockout. But I don't know. That kind of looks like an early stoppage to me. It was some ref there in Texas, Tejas. That some local ref, and I don't know. That really seemed like an early stoppage to me. Yeah, right there, Manuel Cop.
Yeah, round one. I see there. Okay.
It seemed like an
Manuel
early
Cop.
stoppage to me.
I don't know. I can't tell you. I mean,
Star boy.
whenever I watch a fight, I'm like, that seemed a little early, but what do I know? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
but that was pretty cool. Flying knee finish. There was 5 finishes in a row, and then after that, 6 out of 8 fights went to decision. So I was like, man. But there were some good decisions. The fight of the night, Khabib versus Bobby Green. If that would have went 5 rounds,
Yeah, that was a good fight.
If that would have went 5 rounds, I think Bobby Green. Well, I don't know because one of the judges had it 30-27. Khabib somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know
and that
how.
third, I think Bobby Green definitely
I
won
don't know
that
how
third
you
round.
skip the 3rd round to Khabib. The strikes
Because
were
even
like
the strikes
70,
were crazy, like
70 something.
to like 40.
Yeah, it was a lot more. Yeah, he struck him by a lot. It was crazy, and if it went 5 rounds, Bobby Green gonna look. I don't know. If I was Bobby Green afterwards, I'm gonna grab that microphone and be like, "Fight of the night, easily fight of the night right now.
Let's fight again.
It's fight night, main event in 2 months. Let's run it back 2 months. Fight night, main event. Let's go 5 rounds in the 155-pound division. We got to get this thing moving or something like that." If he would have just started talking some smack, he could have probably.
Maybe we should go for him. Maybe we should be in Bobby Green. He'd be like, "Come on, let's fight
Too
again.
late
I
now.
want to see it again." That's never too late.
Yeah.
As long as they're still alive, they can fight.
Well, Khabib was going to probably try to get a ranked opponent next.
Yeah, that's a smart move
Yeah.
on his part.
Bobby Green. I don't know who he'll fight next. Who do you want to see Bobby Green fight next?
In the lightweight
At
division, is that
155?
155?
Yep.
I'd be down to see him fight Tony.
No, he can't get. So he's going to go from losing to an unranked guy to fighting a top 10 ranked guy.
Oh yeah, I forget that Tony's still ranked. Let's see who's in that 155.
Just look up top 40. 155 top 40.
There's 40 people who fight in 155.
There's definitely more than that, yeah. UFC.
Where is Benil Darush at?
That's 155. I think he's ranked 3rd.
Third. Okay,
Or
yeah, he
fourth,
can't fight
something
him
like that.
then.
Depends what.
Let's see here, pulling it up.
You keep going all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Yeah, let's see. Who would be... Oh, Bobby Green versus Gamrot would be good. Or maybe versus Scott Holtzman. That'd be a good one.
Where do you see Gamrot? What's his ranking?
Shoot, I don't know. He is going to be on there. I just saw him when you were scrolling through.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us a little bit about Gamrot and why you think that'd be a good matchup.
Gamrot's good at all. He's also, I think it's
He's number
a good
13.
matchup. Oh, he's ranked 13th?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Then that wouldn't work out because he's ranked. Oh, versus Alexander Hernandez versus Bobby Green. That'd be a good one.
19.
They both
okay.
have a common loss in Thiago Moises. I believe they both lost to him. And,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
correct.
they both have a common loss there.
By decision, though. I remember you were saying
Bobby
that Bobby
Green,
Green will lose the decision.
Will happily lose a tight decision over and over again, it seems. He loses tight decisions a lot. He just doesn't really... I mean, he went... I don't know. He definitely... I thought he was going for it in the third round.
I agree.
In this fight. But he doesn't... He still had gas in the tank. Like, he never
I felt like you could tell
bit down on his mouth guard and really went as hard as he possibly could to try to get his opponent out of there. He doesn't really do that. But at the same time, he's very defensive anyway.
And I'll say one thing that was really interesting to me about that fight is that I kept asking you, like, why are his hands down? Because some fighters, I'll see, like, they always have their hands up, like, ready to defend themselves. And I was wondering, like, why isn't he defending themselves? And then you explain to me what style of fighting did
Yeah, he kind of uses, like, a shoulder roll, but he just evades more than anything. There's a couple fighters that evade, you know. Anderson Silva was famous for it, but Israel Adesanya, Dominic Cruz, where they're just going to move out of the way the second you start swinging.
Yeah, and that was pretty
They make you
interesting.
miss.
Yeah, it kind of made me view fighting more as a card game again, just because they're kind of like reacting to it. Versus some fighters I've noticed have just like take the damage and then do their own, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely fast.
Yeah, this is a pretty good fight. So yeah, maybe he should fight. Who did we say again? Alexander Hernandez. Yeah.
That'd be a good one, or Scott Holtzman might be a good one. There's probably a bunch of guys on there.
Yeah, he lost to Gamrot and Beneil Dariush.
Yeah, Scott Holtzman got spinning back fisted by Beneil Dariush.
Oh,
Dariush missed weight on that fight, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and that might be a good fight. Oh, in our next episode, we're going to kind of talk about, like, historic fights, since I think there's no fights this upcoming weekend. Yeah. That'll be pretty hard for Grayson.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I guess I'll watch some historic fights. So, you know, if we do have some seasoned listeners, you know, DM us and let us know what fights do you think we should watch and talk about next week.
Are you asking me what you should watch? Or?
Just asking the listeners or you know, see what we should talk about maybe next week, some historic fights we could watch.
I think you should watch Tito Ortiz versus Chuck Liddell.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't Chuck Liddell on, what was that show? We were watching Big Brother and he was on there.
Yeah, he was on Big Brother Celebrity Edition. I think they voted him out right away.
Yeah,
like, right off the rip.
I thought that was a good decision because I figured he had to be like more physically like conditioned than everybody else.
He's pretty whooped.
And then he's got to have a different mentality just because he's a professional fighter.
I don't know. That one seemed like, I was like, dang. Right off the rip, Chuck Liddell? Now I don't even want to watch this anymore.
Yeah, we didn't even finish that one.
Yeah, I don't like watching Celebrity Big Brother, but I thought you were going to say he was on Ultimate Fighter Season 1. He was the coach. He was one of the coaches on Ultimate Fighter Season 1. Who was the other
coach on that season?
Randy Couture.
Randy Couture. I don't know that guy.
He was a former champion at a couple weight classes, I think. He fought at all types of different weight classes. I don't know. I didn't watch back then. I was like 7. Yeah,
maybe we'll talk about old episodes of an Ultimate Fighter on the
next episode. The Ultimate Fighter. I guess we'll go. We'll get to that later. But for the rest of the card, for a main event finish, you had Vicente Luque.
Where's Michael Chiesa?
Michael Chiesa, yeah, he sunk a nice Darson on the grappler, Michael Chiesa.
And right before that one, Michael Chiesa had like a choke on him, right?
Yeah, he rolled out of a couple of them. He definitely fought his way out of a couple of hard positions and then snuck the Darce choke in.
Yeah, I think he had him in like a rear naked choke or something.
A couple different chokes, yeah. Yeah, when it comes to different chokes, he kept hand fighting and breaking out of the chokes. Eventually he got back up and Chiesa left his neck out there. He snapped the dorsum there.
Yeah.
Choked him out.
Yeah, one fight that I liked was Angel Hill versus what's her name? Tisha Torres.
Tisha the Tiny Tornado.
Yeah, that was a good fight too.
I thought Angel Hill was gonna win.
Yeah, I like the background behind it because apparently they fought previously.
Yeah.
And
Tisha Torres beat her every round.
Yeah. I remember in the post-fight interview, Tisha Torres was like, "Yeah, I don't have to fight her again. I proved I beat her twice." And I was like, "Oh, I felt that for Angela Hill." Because Angela Hill was talking about how she had gotten better, which I think she has improved from that last time they fought.
Yeah.
For sure. Because I think she was working on her wrestling because she got wrestled the first time.
Yeah.
So I think that was a pretty interesting fight just because
It's crazy how small they looked in there.
Yeah, compared to everybody else.
Yeah, I was like, geez, those are some little ladies in there. 115. That's not even the smallest women's weight class.
Really?
Yeah, they have 105.
Okay.
Not in the UFC, but that's the smallest UFC weight class is the 115 ladies.
Straw weight.
Yep, strong weight.
But yeah, I like that fight just because that same I like when fighters and like how Angela Hill was doing where she just kept walking her down the whole time. I like that. But it also seemed like she was kind of waiting to see what Tisha Torres was doing also the whole time as well, you know. Like she was reacting most of the time. And I definitely wanted to see a little bit, but Tisha Torres definitely gave her a run for her money for sure.
Every round.
I think, she for sure won every round. I think she deserved that win for sure. Let's see, who is she? Who might she fight next time? Let's see. Women's strawweight.
Who knows? I hate speculating on those. The ladies are all over the place with some of their fights, so that's the hardest to guess who they'll fight next.
Yeah, let's see. They've got Wei Li.
Yeah, that's your. Well, I mean, she's not gonna fight Wei Li.
Yeah, I know she's not gonna fight. I just want to see who's in that division. Okay, so Rose Namajunas is that champion. Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, but anyways, besides that, yeah, that was a good one, I guess. It's still a decision. Sometimes I'm like, this is too many fights going to decision. Come on.
I was just happy to get some action from like a women's fight that time because sometimes.
Well, yeah, I told anytime Tisha Torres fights, she's one of the more exciting lady fighters. And Angela Hill.
Yeah.
Angela Hill's getting up there in her age, though. She was looking a little slower than she normally did in this fight. But also is in comparison to Tisha Torres. So sometimes it's just relative to who she's fighting.
Yeah. What did you think about that Song Yadong fight? Versus something Kenny?
Casey Kenny. I knew that was going to decision. When I was like, I don't know what the odds were on that, but if it was like only like a minus 170 or so, somebody should have put some money on that for that to go decision. Or probably the odds were like minus 250 though, where you'd have to, then it wouldn't be worth it at that point. But that was going to decision. And somebody said, they hate it when they put two prospects up against each other. But Casey Kenny's 30 years old.
And Song Yadong's like 23 or something.
I'm like, how can you be a 30-year-old prospect at 135? I just can't be. And they gave him, when he fought Nathaniel Wood, I thought that was closer than what the judges gave to him, but I thought Nathaniel Wood won. But anyway, so he's coming off 2 losses now. Casey Kenny lost to Dominic Cruz, as well as Song Yadong. Song Yadong actually lost to Kyler Phillips.
Oh yeah, we just seen him fight Piper recently, and we felt like he won that one.
Yeah, he got robbed. That was ridiculous. Robbery. The judges are the worst. Oh my god. When did you get that?
I'm still shocked by that 27-30.
Oh, the 30-27 for Bobby Green?
Yeah, he definitely won that third round.
Yeah, I don't know how they come up with that nonsense. What was it? Oh yeah, Miles Johns had a good knockout. I'm just going through all the knockouts here now. Miles Johns flatlined Anderson Dos Santos. That's what his name was. I had to look at it because I couldn't remember. That was a pretty alright fight. He chopped him down with leg kicks, and then he just set him up and blasted him at the end of the fight there in the third round.
Yeah, here's your knuckle sandwich.
That was a good knockout. He was flattened out afterwards, so I was like, oh, there's one for the highlight reel. Next time he fights, they'll be showing that one.
Yeah.
When John Eric's like, coming off a knockout win against...
What of our other knockouts?
That's all the knockouts.
That was all the knockouts.
Well, and then there was the TKO there where Victoria Leonardo, that was one of the earlier fights. Going into the third round, she says to her coach, like, my arm isn't working.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's like, my arm isn't working. And he was like, well, can you fight? And he was still like trying to coach her, and I was like, they're not going to let her fight. And the doctor came over and was like, yeah, your arm's broken. We're stopping the fight. And that's the other TKO. That made it 4.
Got it, okay.
But it was in between rounds, so it was a doctor stoppage. So that actually kept the streak going of UFC cards in a row with an arm being, like a limb being broken. Not just an arm, but a limb in general being broken. So I don't know how many that is in a row. But there's been quite a few in a row with somebody's limb getting broken.
Yeah. Maybe we should start a tally for that. I don't know, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, there was Chris Weidman's leg got broke.
That one was
Jacare's arm got broke. Connor's leg got broke. Oh my god. Well, the guy that fought the Bear Jew. Jamal Hill. Yeah, his name's the Bear. Nickname's the Bear Jew. Jamal Hill got his arm. Well, that was popped out of the socket, but it seemed broken when it was wiggling around all crazy. So that's like, and then this one, so that's like 6 in a row or something like that.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. What do you think about that Jose Aldo fight? I can't stop thinking about how good I think that one was, and then I also appreciated how much they like hugged and just had like so much respect for each other.
How much they hug. I hate hugging. I want to see the trash talk.
No, like,
they can do whatever they want. But
yeah, I think they were both Brazilians,
yeah,
right? So maybe
Brazilian.
that's why they were getting along.
Yeah, they
so
don't.
well,
Not that often Brazilians fight each other. I thought Pedro Munoz was going to win because it seemed more his style to be able to pour the volume on. But somehow Aldo just became the volume striker in that one. So.
Yeah, they were talking about how sometimes he's known to like take a little round and kind of just like not lay back,
yeah,
but
more
just kind
defensive.
of But I really liked how many strikes were shown and how it was stand up the whole time. I really enjoyed that as well. It kept me on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, definitely a reinvigorated Jose, or they say Jose Aldo. Or,
okay, Jose Aldo.
I don't know. Okay. It just seems weird to me. I'm like, that's how you spell Jose, though. That's a Jose Jr., I think is his name or something.
Yeah, Jose Aldo Jr. When you look up his Instagram, official is spelled incorrectly. It only has one F.
Official.
Or maybe that's how it's spelled in Spanish. I don't know.
Maybe. Oficiale. Well, he speaks Portuguese.
Oh, okay, Portuguese.
Yeah, so that's probably some Portuguese bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
I'm going through. Let's see. I write anything else down for the main card. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, do you want to talk about the episode of Tough we watched? That one had a really good fight with Brian Battle and Andre Petrowski, I think. And if you didn't know,
don't wanna get knocked out.
And for you newcomers, if you didn't know, this is Grayson's rendition of
the ultimate
theme song.
This is the ultimate. Yeah, they ought to just let me use the theme song. They're not using the old theme song anymore. Can you email them and ask for it?
Yeah, I can.
Can we have the old? We let us use it free of charge. We're not making any money. Or can I do it on kazoo or something? I could get a kazoo and do it.
Or record it.
I can play a Mini Khabib.
The recorder is like the little plastic like flute thing you used to have.
I
in
love
like
the
third
Ultimate
grade.
Fighter. I wish it was the old Ultimate Fighter. I'll talk about this till the day I die. How the old seasons were better. They were so ridiculous. It was some real
the
deal.
challenge is kind of
Real. Yeah, that challenge was so stupid. Change a tire. Oh my god, just a Toyo tires plug right there. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, this guy pulls up. Oh my god, no shame with this one. He pulls up, and they were like, oh my god, he pulls up in this race truck, and he's like the Toyo tire race truck driver, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna be changing off these Toyo tires, the official tire of the UFC. I was like, you've got to be kidding me right now. This is so stupid. So they just each changed one tire. Whatever team changed one tire out faster.
What are some challenges you'd like to see?
I don't know. They used to have ridiculous ones where I'm like, these guys are gonna borderline get injured. What I like to see them now. I love a battle of wits.
What do you mean wits? Like a memory contest?
Yeah, maybe like a memory contest or something. That'd be hilarious. Some of these, especially if they got some real dummies one season. But nowadays, these guys kind of know the opportunity more now, and they're not as jarhead nonsense as some of them were. Like, there were some real fools.
I'd like to see like an eating contest.
An eating?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. You don't want to mess up their diets.
Yeah, I know.
While they're in there because they got to make weight and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. But I like to watch eating contests.
Maybe a dance contest.
I don't know what I'd think.
No, see, it's gotta be that. They always had unique things. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna have like in one season they had the coaches sit in a recliner, and then they had there was handles put on the recliner, so one team had to carry each coach in the recliner, through an obstacle course essentially. Like a chariot.
If they did like an American Ninja Warrior course or something.
No, they're gonna get injured doing crap like that. These guys get injured enough as is.
I feel like the people that do those are not as athletic as these guys, though.
Well, yeah, the American Ninja Warrior guys, sometimes they're like a little pudgy going through there swinging on those adult playgrounds that they're on.
Or maybe just a wipeout. Wipeout's not as dangerous,
I don't know. They're going to end up tearing their groin or something doing that. Those people that do that aren't under as much crazy training as these professional athletes are, though.
Yeah, I guess maybe it could be like a sub for training. Like instead of training today, we're gonna do an obstacle course.
I feel like that would work.
Speaking of like shows, I was listening to a podcast about what's his name? The guy who. What's his name?
This is great.
I can't remember. He's the one that doesn't like. I can't remember. He's not heavyweight. He fights in the same class as Usman. He's like Hispanic. He's in Florida, like Miami area.
Perry?
No, not Mike Perry.
He's
the longer hair.
Oh, Jorge Masvidal.
Yes, about him being on it was like a South American survival show.
Oh, I don't know.
And he was on there, and they were talking about the challenges he had to do and how he used that to reinvent himself. So yeah, maybe they could take something from him for the challenges. I don't know.
Yeah, he probably went on like a peyote trip down in South America. That's what they're gonna do with the fighters. Just make them scared when they're like, ah! The Shrooms episode of The Ultimate Fighter. They're all already don't get to talk to their families for a month. They're like, ah! Start freaking out.
Yeah, this is a mental exercise.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. I feel like, what would be a good Ultimate Fighter? They could do, the old grease pole or something like that, where you gotta climb up the the grease pole competition?
Mm-mm.
It's basically this telephone pole that they grease up with lard, and then you gotta stand on the shoulders of another person below you and get 5 people stacked up on top of each other to ring a bell.
Wouldn't they get injured doing something like that?
I don't know, I've never really seen anybody get injured doing the grease pole. They do some stuff that's gotta have a little bit of athleticism, but it doesn't have to be full-blown American Ninja Warrior. Or Wipeout.
Oh, the floor is lava. You like that show? Maybe they could do something like that. That was pretty easy.
Yeah, the floor is lava. These guys are so, I don't know, they would probably absolutely destroy the floor is lava.
So if you haven't watched the show, basically it's like a...
What is it? Are they coming out with another, did they make another season of the floor is lava?
I don't know.
I would love to watch some more of that. That was so funny.
So it was kind of like an obstacle course, but it's like, obviously the floor is lava, so not real lava, but like if you get in it, you're disqualified.
It like sucks you down into the floor.
And so you'd have to like jump over rocks and climb on the wall to avoid the floor. And
you get
swing
extra
across.
money for every family member that gets across, but sometimes these people are so pathetic.
Like if it's like two kids and the mom's like, no, just leave me, just leave me.
Oh my god, yeah. I can't make the jump. I'm slipping. They're like really yell that they're slipping before they fall down. I'm slipping. Well, pull yourself back up then.
Yeah, maybe we should do that show. I don't know.
You want to go embarrass yourself on TV?
I'm here for it.
Help! I'm falling down. I think who fight? Does Vincent
Murdoch's supposed to fight Brady Heist and coming
Vincent
up.
Murdoch fights this week. That's who. I think it's gonna end up being him versus Ricky. I think he's gonna win this week. Vincent Murdoch. The guy got brain surgery. He just looked so much. He looked at a much higher level than all those other guys, for the most part. And Ricky's already in there, so it's gonna be.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they surprised me though, because I was really surprised by this last fight with Andre Prochowski and Brian Battle, because Andre was supposed to be like the submission king.
Yeah, but his fight was only
and he got soaked.
like a couple minutes long. The first one, his first fight when he fought in the preliminaries or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
His was real short, and he just had a nice, good, fast wrestling.
Yeah.
But Vincent Murdoch, you got to actually see him showcase his skills.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this guy is going to be a hard out. Andre Petrosky, it was like, does this guy have a good gas tank? How's his striking? You weren't even really that sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Of everything.
I thought it was really funny how he thought
you knew he lost. That was when he was out. You knew he was done after that. Once you start complaining to the ref like that, you can't get out of. They're in your head at that point.
Yeah, for sure. He's like, you headbutt the shit out of me. But
yeah, it was a knee. Yeah. Yeah, he was calling him bitch and stuff. Yeah, he was. After that, I was like, he's starting to lose it a little there. You can't start losing, break character essentially, but.
Yeah, it's like playing cards, gotta have that poker face.
Yeah, once you mentally get through the adrenaline dump and everything starts happening and you start losing energy. So after that, he started slowing down and eventually got finished off.
Yeah, every time I watch a fight, I just really think, like, what has that feeling got to be like? Like, going in there and know, like, this man is trying to kill me, you know? And it's gotta be crazy. That's why I'm so excited to attend that live fight we're going to next weekend.
Yeah, that'll be sick. Is that on Saturday or Sunday?
It's on a Saturday.
Nice.
We're gonna do the interview for him on.
Oh, that's what I'll be doing with no UFC. We'll be at that.
Yeah, we'll do the interview with him and then we'll go watch his fight.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and pimp it again? Yeah.
So on August 15th, that's going to be the day we interview Eli the Prophet Alejandro. He's a local fighter here in Florida, and the fight's in Zephyr Hills, right?
Spring? Oh, yeah,
Zephyr Hills, yeah. And he fights at 155 in the UFG League. And if you don't know anything about it, you will.
155-pound championship.
Yeah, it's a championship fight, so I'm pretty excited to watch that. And we did get a new camera for the podcast, so learn how to use it. I'm pretty excited. So we're gonna have a video episode. So definitely go on our YouTube. It's B is for Brutal on YouTube, and check it out there. I'm gonna upload all our audio only ones there, and then that video episode will be on there as well. So I'm really excited to watch him fight. I'm not fighting.
You're excited to fight. Who are you fighting, Deja?
I'm not fighting anyone. I mean, I definitely was thinking about taking some Tai Chi or Muay Thai.
Tai Chi.
Yeah. But Grayson has again convinced me that I should not fight professionally, so. I just think it'd be so cool to just be that bad motherfucker who, like, you don't want to mess with her, you know? Like,
You could take classes, but you were like, I'm gonna fight for it. You think I could fight at women's? What'd you say? What did you want to fight at 125?
Yeah, I was like, I'd be able to fight at 125. Why is that so funny to you?
Like Valentina Shevchenko?
Yeah.
No. She's been training for so long.
Yeah. I mean, but I'm young though, 24, so.
Oh my god, she's not that old. She's around 32.
Yeah, so I got 8 years to catch up, you know, like, to that level of experience.
No, I don't think you could get to that level in 8 years.
But yeah, we'll have someone much more experienced than myself fighter on the show. And
yeah, you can ask him all types of questions.
Yeah, I will ask him all kinds of questions. I want to know how you're feeling up to that fight, like how you're feeling in there. But I feel like you almost crossed over to like a different world when you're in like the ring fighting.
A different plane of thought.
Like, yeah, for sure. Like, it's almost like I know people are animals, but I feel like it's gotta be like another like primitive nature. Like, it's like killed or be killed, you know. And then also, like, do you hear the crowd, or are you, like, so focused in on your opponent?
They say you can't hear anything a lot of times.
Yeah, because every time I watch a fight, the coaches are like, they'll be like, left hook or takedown or whatever, just saying whatever. And I'm just like, can they actually hear them? Because they, like, yell and talk and whatever the whole time when the fighter's fighting. I'm like, I wonder if they can actually hear them. But then also, we were watching a fight and the commentators were saying something. They're like, I can hear you.
That was when there was no crowd.
Yeah, there wasn't a crowd then, so I don't know.
It depends, I guess, if there's a crowd, no crowd, things like that.
And then I also wonder, I know they have to like cut weight, you know? So, like, are you feeling fatigued when you're in there?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it just an adrenaline rush when you first get in there to where you don't even like realize that you're fatigued?
Oh, I guess it depends how much weight you cut.
Yeah. And then one of my biggest
cut
questions
too much weight.
that I want to know, like, how do they count the strikes? Like, are there 2 different people counting,
God,
like, the attempted?
Oh, that's what you mean?
Like, yeah,
somebody
like
actually physically...
Yeah, like, the Susie have one of those clickers where she's like, okay, I'm clicking the attempted, Bob's clicking the actual ones that they get, like, the hits, and then they average out, like, what it is? Or is there, like, a computer software that just automatically counts, like AI? I want to know, because I feel like I'd be a good counter, you know? Like, how do you get that job?
The counter?
Yeah.
I'd be a
Statistician? I don't know.
Statistician, yeah.
Mathematical person?
Statistician, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be called. Somebody's probably like, oh my god.
Yeah, those are the questions I have, for sure. Those are the things I think about when I'm watching fights, too. I'm just like, how are they getting that so fast?
They've got a lot of people working for the UFC.
Yeah, so maybe I'll DM the UFC and just say, hey, how do you guys count those strikes? You know,
They do not respond to you.
Yeah.
They're just gonna. What do you mean DM the UFC?
They have an account.
They just DM the UFC. I'm gonna call and ask the Navy.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll DM anybody. I don't care. You want me to DM somebody? I
call
will.
the Navy. Ask them how they get all their votes.
That has nothing to do with MMA.
I'm gonna message the UFC.
Yeah, I might have to do that.
I'm gonna message the NFL. Ask them where they buy their footballs.
I'll message anybody. Where do you do anything? Well, are there any matchups or fights that you're looking forward to? I know I mentioned Ciryl Gane versus Francis Ngannou.
Oh, well, that'll be a ways away.
Oh, Nick Diaz is supposed to fight Robbie Lawler, I think.
Yeah, that would be cool for the comeback. Let's see.
It's in October?
No, that one's
September,
not too far.
maybe?
Let's see. That one is... I think that's in UFC 266. September 25th.
Okay, so about a month out.
Before that, though, Edson Barbosa versus Giga Chikadze, or how are you supposed to say that? Giga Chikadze. That'll be a good one. Edson Barbosa, he beat, you watched him beat Mr. Finland.
Oh, yeah.
In Key West. But he's had a couple of wins. He also beat, I don't know if you watched the one with Shane Burgos. He hit him.
What weight class is that again?
145.
Okay.
He hit Shane Burgos, and then Shane Burgos kind of stopped for a second, and then he just fell backwards, like delayed.
Oh, yeah, okay.
knockout.
I remember that one.
Yeah. That's in Barbosa. Giga Chikadze also beat What was that guy I was talking about earlier? Oh, Jamie Simmons. I was like, why is Jamie Simmons having another fight? He fought yesterday. I think it was the first fight. I was like, well, how is this guy still in the UFC? They brought him in just to get knocked out by Giga Chikate, essentially. He took a liver shot. But he fought, I think he landed like 6 strikes before just getting rolled around on the ground until he got submitted. This one finishes right off the rip.
Well, those are the matchups we're looking forward to.
That one would be good. Let me go ahead and pull up. I guess I'll pull up some other. Let me pull up what is even coming here.
Pull it up UFC. What's coming up next?
Oh, Brandon Raw Dog Royval's fighting. I like when he fights. Oh, he's on
Alexander Pantoja.
Pantoja. You know, Raw Dog might be the underdog in that one. Brandon Raw Dog Royval. What are you laughing at?
Raw Dog.
Yeah, his nickname's Raw Dog. He's one of my favorite 125ers to watch. He lost to Brandon Moreno, the current champ.
The Assassin Baby.
Yeah, the Assassin Baby!
I see that. Kelvin Gastelum, you talked about him before. I think he's on the main event.
He's fighting a man over 35 years old, so he stands a chance. I think he only has a couple of wins. He's like 2-7 or something like that. Maybe not that bad over people under 35, but people over 35, I don't think he's ever lost to anybody over 35 years old. So that means he's got a good chance. He's fighting somebody over 35 years old. He is a tough dude, Kelvin Gastelum. I don't know what his record is exactly.
It's 17-7.
But I mean, against people of a certain age.
No.
I just fired a number out there. It's probably not 2-7, but it's probably like 2-4 or something like that.
Yeah, I was fighting Jared Cannonier.
Yeah, Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier is over 35, 37.
Yeah, he's 37.
Jared Cannonier, both coming off losses to Robert Whittaker. Both of them just lost to Robert Whittaker. So, Robert the Reaper Whittaker. I lean towards Kelvin Gastelum in that one. I think Kelvin Gastelum could beat him over 5 rounds. That could be a late knockout for him, honestly.
You think he has knockout power?
And if in the late rounds when people get gassed. I mean, he definitely has knockout power. He has heavy hands.
Well, it's the main event fight, so I'm expecting main event quality.
Trying to see when last time somebody out was. Jeez, he hasn't knocked anyone out since 2017.
Do you know this guy Chase Sherman that's fighting? He's fighting
he's a
Parker
heavyweight.
Porter. Okay.
He's coming off a loss to, I think he just lost to oh wait, is that light heavyweight actually or heavyweight?
No, it's heavyweight.
Oh, he lost to Arlovsky, that's right.
You know, to a decision. Why does Arlovsky have 2 no contests?
He's just old. He's been around for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Maybe somebody failed a drug test or something.
So I thought no contest was what mean that they failed a drug test. It just
could be anybody.
Okay.
Anybody could have failed the drug test. That was in the fight. Say you and I fought and you beat me, and then you failed the drug test, it would be a no contest for both of us.
Really?
Yeah.
So anybody who fought TJ Dillashaw in the past, it's a no contest? It's only if they...
He didn't always get caught for his fights. So if you pull up his record, you'll see ones that he did pop positive. But I think if you, like, say you lose and pop positive, the other guy gets to keep his win, maybe. Go ahead and scroll down to his record. Yeah, so that Henry Cejudo. So those ones, I guess, did become a no contest. I guess it just depends what they decide they want to do to you. But it can also be a no contest if you, like, eye gouge the guy out.
Like to poke him in the eye?
Yeah, if you poke him in the eye. It could be a no contest or a DQ. You know.
What's a DQ?
Disqualification.
Hmm.
But that usually counts as a loss.
So with Aljamain Sterling, he got the knee to the
That
head,
was a
right?
he won via disqualification. Yeah.
Okay.
So he won the belt via the other guy being disqualified via illegal blow.
So on
He's
his
an
record, it
illegal
doesn't
knee.
say DQ, it's just a win.
It should say loss via illegal knee. If you look at Aljamain Sterling's, it should say he won via illegal knee.
Let's see here.
So
I don't know, but I guess we'll wrap up the podcast here since we're kind of running low on steam. But if you don't follow us on Instagram, make sure to follow us at B is for Brutal. And make sure you check out our YouTube. We'll be adding these episodes on there as well as our next video episode. And also feel free to DM us about who you think should be Fighter of the Week this week.
we didn't post last week's Fighter of the Week, but it was gonna go to Chris Gritzmacher, I believe. Was who got last week's Fighter of the Week? Chris Gritzmacher.
Okay.
I think
Can't
was.
remember.
Yeah, but it didn't end up getting posted. So we missed that week. So sorry, Chris Gritzmacher, if you're a listener.
Yeah, you're a winner in our hearts for sure.
You're a winner in my heart. Maybe someday if the show catches on, there'll be a trivia. Who is the lost Fighter of the Week? Chris Gritzmacher. His nickname is Grits. Gritzmacher.
Who are you giving your Fighter of the Week vote to?
This week?
Yeah. I think I'm giving mine to Jose Aldo.
Yeah, Tisha Torres. I could see it being Tisha Torres, Jose Aldo, Ciryl Gane. There was a lot of good ones this week. Yeah, Ciryl Gane definitely you'd have to consider. I mean, he beat Derrick Lewis's ass pretty hard.
Yeah, I was really rooting for Derrick Lewis to the end. I was like, come on, we gotta knock this man out. Come on, Derrick.
Come on, throw one out there.
Don't
Fire
let him
a
put you
bomb.
in the clinch. Come on.
Fire a bomb. An H-bomb for H-Town.
I was like, come on, just stand up. Remember, stand up.
Just stand up. Just stand up. The crowd was very quiet when he was losing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Well, alright, this has been episode 4 of the V is for Brutal podcast. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, and we'll see you next Sunday.